SBC Media Partners presents Shikellamy Braves Football with Kevin Herr and the Chief Dave Ritchie. Shikellamy Braves Football on WKOK Sports.
Right on 4th Street, okay? And pretty neat. I kind of wish I would have been able to go to some games there, but my father told me a lot about it. He saw a lot of Phillies. Robin Roberts, Chris Short played up there.
Yeah.
So, and Willie Mays, the first time he was there, hit a grand slam home run. He played for Trenton. There was a big series in the paper about that too.
Yeah, my grandmother told me stories of the field. I'm pretty sure she probably never went. She was not a big sports fan. But, yeah, I mean, the way that area in town is, it's probably was filled in, and they built the stadium.
Yeah. There was no YMCA.
Yeah.
There was no, the Ford Sunbury Motors was not there. All right. And if that whole section down there where Lackawanna College is and used to be a grocery store and a department store, that wasn't there. In fact, the only thing was there was a Tasty Freeze.
Yeah.
And above it was some youth baseball fields.
Tom Jones, Tasty Freeze, father of one of our mutual friends, Rod Jones.
Yep.
Well, the Seals have come out onto the football field, and the Braves, well, they don't come out with as much fanfare, but they're here as well as they come out, and you can bet both of these teams are sky high. They know what this means. I mean, if you don't, take away, you go to basketball. That's a big match. I mean, or a big game. Wrestling, it's huge. It doesn't matter where it's at. It sells out, every year. Earlier this week, the Seals and the Shikellamy girls soccer team
That's a real
played.
rivalry.
And yes, absolutely it is. And the Shikellamy girls, 4-1 winners.
Yes.
A very dominating win. Julie Divert with a couple of goals.
A little note on that, Steve. Megan Monroy, who owned that record, came up from Virginia, and she wanted to congratulate Julie. And actually, they both went out to the center of the field, right on Shikelamy's head, and they talked about what her record was, and that Jillian had beat that. And Jillian Divert is something else.
Yeah, she sure is.
She had 40 goals this year so far.
Well, added another, I think, 3 last night against Danville.
Yeah, okay.
She just tore him up last night. But, and then we talk about Megan Monroy. She went on and played Penn State.
She walked on at Penn State and started for 3 years.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And, about rivalries, how about when Selinsgrove, Shikellamy never beat Selinsgrove in track when Jim Taylor and Donnie Willauer had the teams. And then all of a sudden, Johnny Evans took over the boys, and basically it only took Shikellamy, 30, 35, almost 40 years to win a boys track meet. So that, too, that's how important this relationship is.
It
all right?
absolutely is. Absolutely is. Well, the captains are meeting at midfield for the coin toss. And, we talked about it last week, how important it is to get on the scoreboard first. And then we talked even more. I think it was probably even more important after the Braves opened up with a scoring drive. They came back and they snuffed out Central Mountain defensively. And I really think that set the tone for that game. And, boy, if they could do that here tonight, it would be huge.
You bet. Central Mountain scored 2 touchdowns against Selinsgrove when they played here. In fact, I thought I was watching the game from last year on Huddle until I looked, and I remember the score was, I think it was like 41-13. But Selinsgrove is explosive, and I think I said this when Selinsgrove was playing Juniata and all those good schools. I said, they'll get better, and that's what we have to look at. Which team has improved, all right? And you want to be playing your best as the year ends. So, again, we're just about ready to get started, Steve.
Well, the Braves will get their hands on the football first. Thomas Pollock and Mikey Vaders going back deep for the Shikellamy Braves. Kicking off for the Seals. He does the punting duties as well. Noah Walter, he'll tee the ball up at the 40-yard line. One thing for sure, The weather a heck of a lot better than it was last week.
Oh, it's a beautiful night.
Yeah.
You know, we've been lucky, except for that game up at Central Mountain. The weather's been warm, or cool, I should say.
And Walter approaches the ball. Nice high kick in the general direction of Pollock. Looks to the inside, breaks to the outside, up the outside. Cuts back inside, has a little bit of room, and a nice return as he brings the ball out to the Shikellamy 37-yard line, where the Braves will take over 1st and 10.
That's a good start. You know, again, Thomas comes up the sideline where the Seals are, and he made a couple of those. I like that vertical move, or a horizontal move that he makes, and he doesn't lose any speed. And that's how he got it out there. Good start. And they kicked to him this time. I couldn't believe that either.
Yeah, well, it's not the guy you want to kick to. So the Braves will come out over the football. Let's see what they do. They even told us it was going to be a split tee, and it is not. Single back set.
Yeah.
Brody Raybuck, the quarterback. 2 wideouts to the right into the short side of the field. Pollock in motion. Handoff. And that is the big man.
He took nothing and made something out of it.
Derek Torber Ortiz. He'll get out to the 39-yard line.
No huddle. Just like last week,
Yeah.
no huddle. You know, in these 3-5 defenses, those linemen are the sacrificial lambs. You want your linebackers filling the holes and making most of the tackles, because it's like 7-on-3 in there.
And Ortiz, the lone setback. He'll send Pollock in motion to the right. Walter split to the left. And finally, knocked out of bounds. The Seals with some great field position. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 46-yard line.
You are not going to arm tackle Gavin Bastian, and that's what happened after he picked the ball up. You know, sometimes those 2 guys that get down to the
Into Shikellamy territory for a Seal first down.
Yeah, nice job. That looked like the Mount Carmel student body right, except this time you've got the quarterback running the sweep. He's got the tailback and he's got the fullback and the entire